YouTube. It's me, Touch the Lights, and I'm undertaking a very, very big task, which is to get to Prestige 100 with my favorite killer in the game, the Knight, and try and see just how good we can get with this killer during this journey, and basically trying to become as good at this game as I can do. So, we can have a look at the Steam IDBs, Steam info. We can try and see what is the best, at least PC player for the Knight, which is of course the Acolyte TTV. I've checked a lot of these Knight players' channels, and I've not been able to find really VODs or stream things that they have, which is a shame. However, to become the best Knight, 10,301 is what we need to beat before we reach Prestige 100. That's pretty big. Wondering where I am in this list? Oh, wait, I'm on page 2. I am right... Where am I? Professional Knight player. Funny. I am... where did I go? I'm on this page, I'm sure. Because I just checked it. This is now annoying. Well, if I look at my thing, killer stats, killer down, killer ability, we're at 564. So if you go here for 564... Oh, we're right here. There you go. So we are right here. We are ranked 164. So our aim is now to get to the top of this rank while also reaching Prestige 100 and then trying to push the Knight as far as possible while we are playing. So that's the whole idea. In terms of the amount of time I've actually played this game, I've played this game for 602 hours, 622 hours. I'm not exactly the best player in the entire game. And we look at my survivor stats. Where is it? I'm very sure it tells you how many games you've played with general stats we have. Yeah, so we played just as much killer as we have with survivor, and most of my killer playtime has been on the Knight, so therefore we can basically assume that I have about 300 hours on the Knight to get to where we are right now. And it is all about just trying to push ourselves even further and becoming a really good killer in this game. That is the goal right now. So we have various different kinds of builds that we're trying to experiment with and go with. On the 16th, the Knight is going to get his eventual rework. And we'll also see just how well we can actually do. But that's it. I really hope that this journey that I have will inspire other people to take on the Knight, but also catalog how the Knight has changed and also how people play the Knight. And I hope that one day I can be perceived as one of the Knight players, of all time. I think that'd be a really cool thing to aspire to. So yeah, a lot of these videos, this is just an introduction to the whole series. In the future, I'll be doing better introductions and better quality videos. But this is just to say that, I'll be posting every single one of my Knight matches, so you'll be able to see all of my failures, all my mistakes, and also all of my wins. So yeah, I hope you guys come join me on this journey, and I hope it's going to be a really, really fun time. So I know. So we have our next match here on Groaning Storehouse. So obviously, what we're looking for at the start is very, very clean, lethal pursuer hits. So we see that they are over there. We are looking at one survivor right here who could be lethal pursued, and we're just going to be going in for the M1 basic M1 hit. And we get that basic M1 hit. We can now follow this up if I remember to hit control. Actually, I think I'm playing this on main branch, not PTB. So there you go. You actually now have a difference in PTB and main branch. Yeah, So as you can see, I ended up playing games on live branch to catch up to the PTB. So we're going to have mismatches of matches from PTB and main branch, but the idea is that it should flow consecutively because every single match I check in the end screen what my prestige level was. So here we're going for a very, very different aura build, basically just to see how it works out. Obviously, if we wanted to target that gen there, we could have gone around this way, but I decided to go around this way, hence that if someone was trying to leave that gen location, they could get hit here. Here I am pathing, not after the survivor, but after the eventual window hit. That's what I'm looking for. And we see here with Floods of Rage, we actually managed to see a survivor. We're going to check out where she goes, and she decides to leave that DR loop. That's what we were kind of looking for there. We keep playing Ring Around the Rosies. My pathing around there could have been a bit better. I feel like I was getting knocked on the objects a bit too much. So we decide to make her lose line of sight. And now we aim to trap her in shack. This shouldn't result in a hit, but we do see another target to go after. So as always, we're trying to spread pressure and eventually build up save the best for last stacks. In the effort of saving up best for last stacks, I've decided to not bother getting saved best for last stacks. Here, I could have done a red glow mind game. I didn't do it because I'm stupid and I'm wasting more time. Times of the essence. I'm still at 5 gens, of course, but we really need to get the pressure going. I decided to now check out this gen with some very, very inefficient pathing. If I would have just gone round that way, we probably could have gotten her sooner, but once again, we were trying to predict the escape. So we get our second down. As always with our night snipes, we're always looking to cut off the place where they can escape from the snipe, as well as actually sniping them. Damn, I really wish I had barbecue right now, but I really do like rapid brutality because it allows me to actually play the M1 I like rapid brutality and save the best for last, even when playing Snipe Knight, because it allows me to play the M1 when I need to. Being able to eventually get the hits. Of course, that guard just didn't quite see the survivor there, which is quite unfortunate. And here we are looking to do something very, very sneaky if she goes into shack, but she doesn't. Very, very unfortunate. There is a thing that you can do in shack, which is that if a survivor is going for the pallet and you're quick enough to drop a guard on that pallet, you can eventually block them in. She has a flashlight, so I'm not going to let her just stand there and get the flashlight. I will get a hit on her. And here I just shit out a guard for his eventual escape, such that he cannot effectively heal her up. He goes for the gen there. Not gen there, the pallet there. Now we have everyone injured again, which is what we want for our end game. Effectively, with Save's Best for Last, if we weren't able to get a night snipe on the obsession, and that obsession goes down to the guard, we will basically save ourselves Save the Best for Last stacks, because the guards do not consume Save the Best for Last stacks. Interesting to know. Unlike a few other killers, M2s, the guards do not consume a Save the Best for Last stack, which I think is perfectly okay, because the guards don't instantly injure. If they just instantly were summoned and then would injure, that would be pretty bad. We make a very, very bad guard drop there. It is a shame. We decided to go after the Quinton. Quinton's obviously has a pallet here, but we are just fast enough. And here we're going to use our rapid brutality speed to do nothing. But effectively, we kind of, in a way, have a small inbuilt agitation with that rapid brutality thing, which is another thing that I quite like about it. With the save for best for last, our sword wiping is about 1.4 something seconds. And here we just do this exact same thing here, such that when she tries to leave, this entire area is cut off. But we'll see if it works out. She decides to go that way, as you see, like that, bang. But now nobody can now basically go back in towards that gen. Here we're just trying to see where she's going. She goes around this way, but we can try and cut her off. And we completely lost her. We have no idea where she's gone. You can also notice she's not making any noise. I'm fairly sure. And now she is. So she probably used the thing that survivors have during this event, which allows them to basically turn off their grunts of pain and blood pools and scratch marks, I think it is, for limited time. That could explain the thing there. So as you can see that, it is actually not a bad survivor thing to have. It's just a lot of people just don't really see the usefulness of it. Once again, we are patrolling. We hide the survivor right there. Not survivor, we hide the guard right there. such that if a survivor is working on that gen, the guard will get a little bit of extra distance to get a little bit of a faster hunt. And we see here we have our obsession. We decide to leave him because we do not want to waste our stacks. And we have Quinton once again. This pallet. Auto aim, doing auto aim stuff. Here I was trying to thread the needle to aim for him, but then hit Quinton, but I missed. So it's quite a shame there. We're at 1 gen. Getting a little bit tricky now. That guy is trying to body block me now. With rapid brutality and save the best for last, we can get the hit here. And now this guy is right next to me, and I can afford to waste some stacks here. And we use this guard to threaten him away. I'm basically going to get a double whammy here. Either A, he gets detected, or the person on the gen gets detected. And he is running straight back towards me. So we do actually consider maybe we head towards him, such that if he does get hit, we are close enough to capitalize off of it. Oh, he doesn't. Which is a shame. But we have a kill on Quinton there. We know which gen the person's working on there. We know that our obsession is off in that corner. Of course, wasting time with the obsession now is not exactly the best thing to do. I do a mind game there where I pretend to go in. He fakes the window. I swing late. I always do this. I always see the fake that these survivors doing. And I mess up here. So I actually did have a down there and I messed it up. That is completely on me. That is a mistake that I'm going to have to rectify with my habit of seeing the survivor do the bait and then still swinging anyways for reasons I still don't understand. As you see here, we basically cut off his exit point there, forcing him to basically be looped here, allowing us to get a little bit of extra distance to catch up to him. He takes the window there. And we get there. So right now we are sitting on 2, 4, 6 hooks. And 1 kill. So effectively, pretty soon, everyone is going to be 1 hook away from death. So now I'm just surprised by Trixie. Right now, obviously, we do have a 3 gen. If I am smart, I can capitalize on that 3 gen. I had a very easy hit there. I didn't take it. I didn't realize she was working on it. Shit like that happens. So obviously, I decided to take this passing here to force her around that way. And now I'm going to be looking for if she takes that little jump there, and she does. That was all about trying to get her down here. This loop here wastes a lot of time. I would not really recommend taking on this loop like this. I would not. I waste way too much time here, and it's going to cost me pretty much the game, which is another mistake to do. So I decided to finally use my guard. I cut off the exit route there. She decides to change her mind, and she doesn't, so we leave. But this gen, during the meantime, has been going, and we see that Meg has come in when Meg was trying to go for the gen, and that guard just kicked her off of that gen. So we're slowly but surely trying to just accrue some of our advantage again. We see this gen has barely been worked on, so we can't really be bothered to waste time to actually go towards it and kick it. Instead, we're just going to focus on the gen that is being worked on. She has been re-healed. So we're in a very, very bad state here. Because this match could go either way. Either. So once again, we go around this way. She takes the hit. She takes the loop. I maybe actually could have hit her on the other side of that thing. I decided to go for him. Simply because we know that he is... Actually, no, thinking logically about this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hook states. Meaning that everyone here has been 1 hook. So it doesn't really matter who we go for. We're just trying to look for the person that is the easiest hit. As you see here, she grabs the banner because I got stopped by that tree, and she gets that speed boost away. Very, very good on her. We can get a hit at this window if we swing for it, and we do, which gets us back another stack. If he would have bloody blocked that door, I would have been in a very, very bad place. And here I've learnt my mistake from last time. We are going to listen out for her, and instead we hit the obsession instead. But we do see her again, and she's been kicked out of that building, so we can see if we can maybe try and get a hit here. And we get rubber banded, unfortunately. We decided to call her bluff of the double vault back. And here I bait the dead hard, and then I swing, and then she dead hards. I tried to bait it. I just messed up the thing. So we're not... This is a very, very bad showcase. But compared to the previous match, you can see... And look at perfect body block right there. But he gets it wrong, which means she doesn't take the window, which is huge. So that obsession could be on his second hook right now, if we didn't mess up earlier on. And get a better hook swarm there. So this match could have gone completely differently if we would have played it a bit better. Which is a shame, but it just goes to show that really we can actually control some of the power, even with current knights. We get the kill on her. We managed to correctly assume that she was the person on the death hook. You're basically looking for our death hook girl the entire time. Now it's all about trying to get the final hook on the 2 stage of these people here. We see that no one's on that gate. We decide to leave, but that gate was being worked on. It could be good if we go check it out, but we decide not to. If this was PTB night, we could send out another guard immediately over there. But we can't. Even though apparently that is a bug to be able to do that, which is a shame because Knight's already got a couple of bugs that are detrimental to him. And those have not been fixed. But here we might be able to solidify a 3k, but I'm fairly sure he's going to open the gate. But we do manage to secure a 3k. Even with a performance from me that wasn't really that good. But we managed to bring it back, and we managed to play the build correctly. And now it's all about trying to stop Meg from going from a save. If Meg does go for a save, we have to be ready to down her on the save. So, very, very important. We have to ensure that we damage her, either when she's going for the save, or when she's about to save, and we have to make sure that we then hit her again. So it's trying to detect her. This is the boring part of the match. So this match could be played way, way better. That initial chase in the main building, we could have just ignored that completely. If we had the iridescent add-on, which is what I would normally run with Call to Arms, she would have been blocked at that exit gate there, and we actually could have gotten a 4K. So that's something very, very important to notice there. Yes, I'll see you guys ready for the next match. So here we are, Raccoon City Police Station, West Wing. I don't know whether or not West Wing or Right Wing is the one that you actually want. Wow. As we see here, we see our gen spread there. It's mainly concentrated on that side of the map. Decided to go for a snipe here. Seeing that somebody was heading down that pathway. Was preparing to. But it also ensures now that everybody is locked on this side that is left of me. I know that every survivor is now left of me. You see 2 people who are not on obsession. That's our first hit and our first stat. Save the best for last. We did try to do a mind game, see if she would overcommit, but she doesn't. Very, very good on her. She drops a pallet. We just go around. It's the best thing that we can do right now. We break that pallet when she's about to be going around it, so that we can then cut her off and then get the hit there. Luckily for us, very, very bad flashlight thing there. I really, really should have checked that gen. I knew that the Jane was on that gen. I did not check it. That is a thing that we need to do from now on. We need to check to make sure that she's still at that gen. We also know that she is still up there. So if we would have checked for the Jane, not only could we have been able to hook the... what's her name from Resident Evil? Resident Evil girl upstairs, where all of our gens are, pretty much. We also would have had a very, very nice central area. So here we're just blocking off the path to effectively get there, and it effectively pushes her closer into us. We decide to walk into a door, not a door, into a wall, because why not, really? We're just goofy guys right here. Go around, trying to see maybe if it stays a little bit of distance. She is here. She gets hit by the guard. We now move away. We see the other Jane. That Jane is our obsession. We do not really want to worry about her too much. And she just does something. We see the other Jane going in. We know that she is our obsession. We're kind of looking for her to drop the pallet for us. But she does, in fact, give us a hit. And now with that hit, we know the paths that she can take. And we completely misread it. She did go back around this way. It's good bites in the ass. But we've effectively cut off the exits that she does have. She only has one way to really run, which is right here. We go through the pallets, meaning that she can't really take it. We know that she does have a window here. We go around. If we maybe could have faked the window, we could have gotten a hit there. I do it again. I could have once again. See, I've done the exact same mistake back to back. I'm now thinking maybe I should go after that gen because it did just pop. But here I just cut off that. I just hope that that assassin can take down Jane. So we wasted a lot of time. And obviously because that guy was going for the save there, I assumed that he would go around and try and help out with the save right here. We decided to hit her just for a save the best for last stack. And obviously we've downed the obsession across the map. And we now know that this Resident Evil girl here is injured. So that Floods of Rage duration. So here, because of playing Knight, I am conditioned to step back whenever I want to try and break a pallet. We have 2 survivors here. We had a little bit of a delay in dropping that survivor, unfortunately, on dropping that guard, unfortunately. But we do, of course, have the speed here, and she has no pallets. We can get a hit here, and now we can finally actually hook up upstairs, so we wanted to begin with. So obviously with the obsession with Jane, we could have gotten that hit far earlier. But we decided to go for the Floods of Rage, because it has been working for us very well so far. And of course, there is nobody upstairs. Everyone by now has probably rotated to the other side of the game, and the Jane bossed it out. Probably an internet connection issue. I doubt that a survivor would just bot out at 4 gens remaining and 3 hooks, because that's a little bit naive. But we hear this gen being worked on. So it's always good to check that out. So obviously with Floods of Rage, we know that the person who was unhooked does not have, what do you call it, off the record. And Jane the Obsession goes over there for some reason, but it is a waste of stat. So even with Jane going down very quickly, it's not exactly detrimental towards the team. We're hoping for a snipe here. The snipe doesn't happen, unfortunately. We must have put the guards a bit too far forward, and they must have made a misdirection partway through the patrol. But we get them back on the gen. He is unable to get his banner because his banner was all the way around. But he actually could have maybe tried to go around the main building, go around, and then get the banner. He doesn't. Here we're just looking for if he's trying to be sneaky and go around for the save. And here we just cut through and around. We try and check the scratch marks go the other way. I take the one way around the door. And we're looking for our Floods of Rage, and we see our boy Yuichi. We're out there going for a save there, so I decide if they're going to go for a save and I see it. And they avoid the snipe. Very good play there, but one of them just gets sniped, and it is Jane the bot. And here we're just trying to once again find Yuichi with the very last of his scratch marks. Jane is also heading upstairs, which is pretty good for us. And because Jane is upstairs, we know that she is around right here. We can indeed just go around and hit the Jane. Obviously, that could have been played far better. See, this gen's being worked on, which is very curious here. We just give it a little kick, and we decide to send the guard down here. And this basically gives us information that the gen that they're working on is that downstairs gen there. So I decide, but I want to push them off that gen. Very powerful thing that Knight can do. He has a little bit of everything. He's a little bit like Vecna, which is guards allow him to do a little bit of everything, but nothing too well. And of course, how we can actually get the hit on Yuichi. We have the distance. We get the swing. Get the down. So now we have a slug upstairs on the bot. Of course, there's a little bit of psychology there of whether or not they actually want to save the bot or not.
You got tricks. Get it? Tricks.
I don't know why, but there is something about Trix's voice that weirdly does it for me. So we decided to go back upstairs. Now they're probably going to be going in to save the bot. Because of this, we basically now have a area of guaranteed snipe night, if that makes sense. We basically have an area where if they go to do it, they will get the snipe night. They don't go for the save on the bot, so we can just push our objective of getting the hooks. We could also just use remote hooks, because I keep forgetting that remote hooks are a thing. Through the majority of this event, I forgot that I could actually use event tickets as killer. I just don't go for them for some reason. And they were healing here. Yuichi's going to give us God Palette. Yuichi does not give us God Palette. It's like watching this match for the first time. It's been so long. It's beautiful. He is going to take this bolt here. We decided to swing down to get some extra speed, and he has balanced landing. That little swing. Maybe we didn't swing and we just fell down. We could have actually gotten a hit. Obsession right there doing some impressive obsession body blocking. I don't think they know they have saved the best for last. And here we send out a cheeky knight, assuming she's going to run away to that gen, to get a snipe on her there. And now we can continue to chase this girl here. I decided to go and get a ticket, and they both ran into me. That is beautiful. She dropped the pallet there. She drops a flashbang. We get the hit there. All of our stacks gone. The bot has been saved. The bot has been healed. That is 16 seconds wasted from the survivors on that healing attempt. We know that they can't possibly be pressuring that center gen. We know that because the Resident Evil girl would have to go all the way around the map. So we know that this has to be Yuichi. And it is in fact... I'm deaf. As you can see. She clearly went left, we went right. I do not know why. Do not know why. That was a snipe. We didn't go for it. But I'm pretty sure that was actually the Resident Evil girl, but she wasn't huffing and puffing. And here is the Resident Evil girl, as we said. That was more likely Yuichi or the bots. And we know that she would probably be up here. If we had to think where the quickest place for her to get to after that debacle outside, she'd be here. Maybe that's why I was trying to snipe here, is because I figured that she would be here. Or maybe I wasn't being stupid earlier on. Maybe I was trying to pressure one survivor but also snipe a different survivor. But I just got a bit overzealous with the range. Do we see Jane? Which Jane is it? Probably the bot. We break a pallet, we break a gen, we just go after whoever's closer. And this is Jane the Obsession. Because we don't want to have stacks to save the best for last, apparently. Apparently stacks to save the best for last are cringe. We do not want them. We go there to see if she ran outside. She probably did. See, that notification there was actually the vault. As you can see here. Maybe it wasn't the vault. Maybe she just... I guess she vaulted and then went back down. Not too sure. But this is a location to snipe night right here. You could have actually just planted the snipe earlier. She only has one way through. She has to take the vault. She's going to have to take that hit there. And we keep moving on. God Palette is also a snipe. Just barely. I went a little bit down the pathway, the stairway, just in case she was going down there. But if the Jane would have crouched, where would it have to be? If the Jane would have crouched nearby where the stairs start to go down, and I didn't know which way she left, she could have maybe actually avoided that. Because I might have just kept going forward. But obviously she should keep going forward and she did get hit. But if she would have crouched a little bit earlier, And here I remember I have the ability to actually just remotely hook them.
Let's make this day
So we're at 1 gen. One of these survivors is on death hook, which is going to be the bot, and Yuichi is on 1 hook. So he's got 2 left to kill. The bot has 1 hook left to kill. So obviously we're going to be looking for the bot. We check here on that gen. We did see scratch marks. I don't know why I didn't go to check it. I'm guessing I'm very, very particular on these gens. I'm guessing I'm very, very worried about that gen. You see, this is Jane the bot. Just as well. We did not. That should not be a snipe. See, if we didn't get stuck on those doorways, we would have headed straight to that location. That would have been a snipe. Would have been huge, actually, to get that snipe there. And Yuichi was working on this gen because it is the closest to being progressed. Maybe it was a good idea to kick it. He goes for the vault. He brings back that pallet. We are looking to bait out the pallet drop. Yuichi also knows that. We drop a guard there. Yuichi obviously would just keep holding forward. So me doubling back there was actually a very bad play. What I should have actually done was actually try to snipe. And yeah, I'm just playing terribly, as you can see here. My road to Prestige 100 is not going to be a Night Main at his best. It's going to be a Night Main learning to become the best. That is the difference here. So I decide not to swing because I know that it is balanced landing. As you see here, the collection of all of these small mistakes that I've made throughout the game have basically made it such that I am going to get a 3k at best. As you see there, I decided to give myself endurance instead of breaking the pallet because I'm stupid. There's so many small compounding mistakes that really, really lead up, and you can see them. I don't know what he was doing there. Maybe he was thinking he could hide from me there. He does give me a hit there, which is rapid brutality. And obviously, we just get the break over there, which pushes him this way. Yuichi, unfortunately, is going to get 2 hooked and killed. Unfortunately, Yuichi is zoned, and he can't really do much about that, unfortunately. Luckily for Yuichi, this will be changed in the PTB. Luckily for me, however, I will be able to rectify bad guard drops, and my guards will be stronger in chase. So it's a strange win-win for everyone here. I'll see you guys in the next match.